Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday Morning Starter! Alright, so today I was going to, I was meant to do a Monday Starter on Monday and I didn't do it because I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling like I had the right message, I just didn't feel the inspiration. And as many of you know who know me, I don't really do anything unless I feel the inspiration to do it. Anyway, last night I was just randomly looking at YouTube for things. You know, sometimes I look at stuff on Donald Trump, sometimes I look at stuff on Esther Hicks and whatever, and I came across this video. And it was on Oprah, and Oprah was being interviewed by Stanford College or University. And it was really interesting. And it resonated deeply with me because it's sort of how I live my life in a way, and I want to share this with you. It's really the recipe to changing your life. Now, a lot of this stuff is how I live through looking at different things on energy and people, but this is really like Oprah's version of it, which I think is really cool. And I'm going to cut in and out of what Oprah says. I know when I talk about energy, some people get it, some people sort of get it, and other people just don't. And especially in the real estate world that I'm in, like I talk about energy a lot. When traditional people who have done well at real estate talk about prospecting and talk about, you know, listing properties and selling properties, that's all part of it. But there's a deeper foundation, I reckon, to life. And it really doesn't matter what you do. And I've always seen, like, I've been very comfortable in real estate because I know that's the place where I'm going to touch people and create a life that I want and become, you know, the vision in my mind sort of is real estate as a foundation. And Oprah talks about this as well. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Everybody wants to fulfill the highest, truest expression of yourself as a human being. That's what you're looking for. The highest, truest expression of yourself as a human being. And because I understand that if you're working in a bakery and that's where you want to be, and that may be what you've always wanted to do, is to bake pies for people or bake cakes for people or to offer your gift, then that's for you. And there's no difference between you and me, except that's your platform. That's your show.
So whether you're a baker, whether you're a talk show host, whether you're a real estate agent, it really doesn't matter. And I've always innately felt that. I've felt that I don't need to run off and do something else. I don't need to find something that's, you know, the thing that's going to propel me into success, because I believe that success is right here, provided you like what you're doing, provided you feel a connection with what you're doing. And if you don't, the universe will talk to you anyway. At the moment, the universe is talking to me, and it's lining things up perfectly for the next part of my life. I can feel it. I can feel that it's bringing the next lot of circumstances and events into my world, and it's, the energy has been talking to me. I call it the angels. The angels have been talking to me. I have been having internal manifestations to make me think. And I firmly believe that the universe will show you the way. You don't have to run off and try and work this thing out. You have to be your best.
And I started to just inside myself think, what do I really want to do? What I really want to do. And I will say this, knowing what you don't want to do is the best possible place to be if you don't know what to do. Because knowing what you don't want to do leads you to figure out what is it you really do want to do.
So you discovered talk then, right? Around that time?
I didn't discover talk. I got demoted. They wanted to fire me, but I was under contract and they didn't want to give up the $25,000. So they were trying to keep me on to the end of the year. So they put me on this talk. This is the way life works. They put me on a talk show to try to avoid having to pay me the contract out. And the moment I sat on the talk show, interviewing the Carvel ice cream man and his multiple flavors, I knew that I had found home for myself.
But there's a different thing that we have total control over, and that's the internal game. That's the emotions that you're feeling. See, if you want something out there, you first have to work on in here.
I sit here, profitable, successful by all the definitions of the world. But what really, really, really resonates deeply with me is that I live a fantastic life. My inner life is really intact. I live from the inside out. And so everything that I have because I let it be fueled by who I am and what I realize my contributions to the planet could be.
You have to become that thing first inside before you will see the outside change. And that's really the secret to changing your life. And it's a slow thing sometimes. It doesn't have to be slow, but it is a slow thing. It's about self-mastery. It's about energy mastery. It's about emotional mastery.
There is no real doing in the world without being first. For me, being, your presence, your connection to yourself and that which is greater than yourself is far more important than what you do, but also is the thing that fuels what you do.
So once you understand that it's about being emotionally steady.
My life is fueled by my being.
Yep.
And the being fuels the doing. So I come from a centered place. I come from a focused place. I come from compassion. It's just my nature. I come from a willingness to understand and to be understood.
Right.
And I come from wanting to connect.
It's about understanding that you are energy, that the universe is energy, that everything around us is an energy reflection. And we are being guided to the greatest outcome in life if we're listening. If we're listening. So Oprah talks about there's a moment in everybody's life that will define where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to be.
That there is an innate, supreme moment of destiny for everybody. And that's why when I was in Baltimore, I could feel this isn't it. This isn't it. And then in Chicago, after 25 years of success on the show, I started to feel this isn't it. There's something more, something more, something more that's calling me to what is the supreme moment. And everybody has that. And you cannot fulfill it unless you have a level of self-awareness, to be connected to what is the inner voice or the instinct. I call it your emotional GPS system that allows you to make the best decisions for yourself.
And whether you feel that or not, or whether you think that or not, I believe there's many moments. I believe that there's different stages in life that if you're listening and you're feeling your way through this thing, that you will be directed to the next path and the next path. Like I said before, I've been having a manifestation internally for a few months now, and it came in a big way a few months ago. And it was sort of unsettling, and it was sort of like, and even today, I still have an indication of it, but I'm listening. I'm listening and I'm allowing, and I'm working out what that thing is. I'm letting the universe talk to me because I know it's pointing me in a direction where to go. When you take action, and this is really the last step, so emotional, thought first, emotional next, centering yourself, getting yourself right internally, strong, feeling it, connected, then taking action. When you take action, there's definitely a reaction from the universe.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That is my religion. I know that what I'm thinking and therefore going to act on is going to come back to me in a circular motion, just like gravity, like what goes up comes down.
So it's like a bouncing off. It's like, you can't see this, but can you see that, Jake? Those rocks, turn around. Cool. So if I yelled into those rocks, some sound would bounce back. That's what an echo is. It's sound bouncing around. The universe is the same. When you take an energy action, like energy explodes from you, you take movement forward, that energy moves forward and bounces back. So there's definitely a reaction every time. And Oprah talks about having a clear intention.
So I don't do anything without being fully clear about why I intend to do it, because the intention is going to determine the reaction, the result, or the consequence.
I have a really strong vision of where I want to be, super strong. I've always had it for many years, super, super strong. And it's like a movie in my mind. That's my intention. So when I take a step forward, the intention that I take is in line with my vision. And when I prospect, when I call somebody, I'm centered, I think about it, I'm centered, I'm feeling great, I take my time to enter each day with a really beautiful pattern of energy, and then I take a step forward, I take some action. And over time, that will come back as a reaction. That's how you become number one at something. That's how you become the best at something. That's how you become better at something. Whatever you want in life, whatever that looks like for you, you have to understand that it's coming, you've got to come from a firm place and take action towards the thing that you want. When you come from a firm place, you will be aligned with the greater outcome that you want. The universe will answer every time. That's why when you're feeling, I talk about a lot, feeling emotionally unsteady, angry, frustrated, annoyed. When you take action from that place, the universe is answering, but it's answering in things you don't want. You have to learn to emotionally master the step forward. Don't do anything until you align yourself with the energy of the universe, the energy that is aligned for your vision, the intention that you want. Be aligned internally with what that feels like, then take action and the universe will answer. Here's the thing that Oprah said, and it is so true, and it really wraps the whole lot of what I just set up. When you are connected to yourself, you are at your best.
One of the reasons why I live such a fantastic life is because I pay attention. I pay attention to my life. And your life is your greatest teacher. Every single thing that's happening to you, every day, your joys, your sadnesses, your challenges, your worries, everything is happening to bring you closer to in here. Everything is trying to take you home to yourself. And when you're at home with yourself, when you're solidly there, connected to whatever you call creation, even if you don't call it anything, connected to an energy force that has unlimited power for you, when you can connect to that, you are your best.
You are in the zone, you are in the flow. So every day, your number one intention, your number one desire, your number one focus is to align your energy. Should be to align your energy first. So you are steady. And when you're steady, you are strong, you are powerful. And things will come to you without you having to go and find it and wrestle it and bring it and be exhausted and stressed. Things will come your way. Things will come to you that the universe has lined up already for you. Because the energy of my day today is aligning the things for tomorrow energetically. I just have to stay aligned with that. And tomorrow and the next day and the next day, they will come my way and I will come into those things. They will be drawn to me because I will be a magnetic influence for the things that I want, the things that I desire. That's why you have to line yourself up with it first and first become that thing, and the energy will draw it into you. That's the power of attraction. You have to be an attractive being first, sparkle in your eye, energy flowing out, feeling fantastic. Does that mean maybe stop drinking? Maybe. Does that mean get outside and start aligning yourself with the greater fitness good of you? Become fit, mentally fit, physically fit. Take care of yourself. Eat whole foods. Stop eating crap. Whatever it may be. Take a step up to where you want to be. Slowly and surely up, up, up to the next part. What does that look like for you? Who do you want to become? How do you want to be? Because you must become that energetically first. And all that takes is a commitment to say, I want a better life. I want to improve my outcome. I want 2017 to be my best year yet. But right now, today, you have to slowly start making moves towards that energetically, believing in your vision, understanding what your vision is, having a strong intention that will keep you firm in the times when you become unsteady, to say that I'm not feeling great. I need to learn to become steady more often. When you're steady more often, your results will be steady more often. That's sort of how it works. There are things that I need to continually work on, especially with my kids. Jackson's behind the camera. Losing my temper with my kids when they haven't done certain things the way they're supposed to do certain things. That's just kids, but it's teaching me to be aware of it and to say, they're doing their best. How can I be better? And taking a deep breath when those moments arise and I'm getting slowly better at it, to say, they're learning. I'm here to guide them. It's okay. Things will be fine. Take a step back, be steady, and then talk to them. One of my goals in life is to be the best dad I can be. And what that means to me is to help each and every one of my kids become as successful as they can be. That's my version of a successful dad, to be there for them. They look back at the end of my life, after I die at some point, and go, my dad showed me the way. That's one of my goals in my vision. It's so strong for me, but in that, I have to continually be taking steps forward to become that person inside first. So they look at me as a steady force in their life, a steady influence in their life. But I can't do that unless I first become steady. So what's your energy commitment from today? What is that for you? Have you been living a life of steadiness? Have you been doing the work from inside out? If you haven't, that's completely fine. What's your commitment from today? 2017 will be vastly different if you work on your energy first, if you have an energy plan, if you're willing to spend each day focused more on your energy than anything else. Your year could be a totally different year if you decided that you want to see put it to the test. Start to become that person inside and watch the outside change. What's your energy commitment? Are you prepared to start each day in the zone, to set the tone for the day? Are you prepared to do something that excites you every morning? Are you prepared to eat well? Are you prepared to make your body the best it physically can? Are you prepared to feed your mind every day with a YouTube video or two that's going to inspire you, that's going to uplift you, that's going to change you? Are you prepared to be slow-tempered? Are you prepared to be okay with where you're at? Are you going to be fiercely focused on the inspiring version of you? To do that, you have to first be inspired and committed to the outcome that you want to see. Are you prepared to do that? What's your commitment for 2017? Here's one thing Oprah said: everyone wants to be validated. The key to success is making people feel validated, making people feel great. It's okay, you were fantastic. Good on you, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you achieve your goals. I am there to be of service. One by one by one by one by one. That's why whether you're a baker, a real estate agent, a piano player, Oprah, it doesn't really matter. If your focus is to make each person you come in contact with from today onwards smile and leave feeling better than they did before they interacted with you, you want them to walk away feeling energetically uplifted. If your goal is to do that, you will succeed. If you've done all the other things we've talked about, if you're committed to doing all of that and then to take action and make people smile, make people feel great, and walk away with them feeling that was an awesome experience, I want to hang around that person a bit more, you will succeed. People just want to feel validated. I bought a protein shake yesterday, a protein bowl, from a shop here called, we're up in Queensland, a shop called Protein Shake. The woman had a sparkle in her eye. She had a smile on her face. You can tell she lives healthily. She looks like a natural foods advertisement. She looks fantastic. She would be 40 years old. She served that bowl with total enthusiasm and energy and connection. It was her shop. You could tell it was her shop. I said to her, are you going to franchise this thing? It's a really cool concept. She said, maybe next year, we'll see how we go. Next year could be the year. I said, I love this place. I would eat in this place all the time. She said, you were in here last year. I said, I was. I walked out of that shop feeling that lady is so on her mission. She is so on her vision, I could feel it. She is there to touch each and every person that buys a protein shake from her shop. I woke up this morning thinking about her energy and the connection that she gave me and how impressed I was that she remembered I was there last year. She would have saw, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of people between now and last year, or between last year and now, but it made a difference. If you want 2017 to be your best year yet, take care of yourself first, have an energy plan around what you're doing, be totally and fiercely committed on creating the best version of you, the steadiest version of you, the most inspired version of you, and make every person say, wow. That's pretty much it. If you do that day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you will be successful. Your life will be successful, and you might even leave a similar legacy behind, a similar impression behind that Oprah has left. Thanks, Oprah. Appreciate the inspiration. Let's get into this week. Look forward. See you on the next video.